Hi everyone, my name is Seb Valentin, and I'm so glad and happy to have you guys here back again with me for another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than the other day's video. It's going to be the first in a series of reflection videos where we take a Bible verse, break it down, talk about it, see the potential conflicts and solutions for it as well. So we'll jump straight into it. And for today, we're going to be doing 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8. And it reads as follows: Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. So this verse today is clearly talking about love. And love is one of the most important things that we can talk about, especially in relation with Christianity and with self-growth. It's the biggest thing I think we can talk about, because love is something that, it's more than what we see in the movies or what you see on TV shows or what the media tries to make it out to be. Love is the connection between our soul and God. That is how He communicates and talks to us, is through love. And although we have our free will, God gives us the opportunity to use His most powerful gift of love here as humans towards each other, towards Him. And so, the thing about this verse, you might be thinking to yourself, is my love enough? How can I love everyone? How can I love all the time? Is that something that's even possible? What about those who have wronged me? Those people who have done evil things towards me and have betrayed me, been disloyal, you name it. Those who have sinned against you. How do I love people like that? How do I make love the center of my life? Those are all valid questions. Sometimes it's hard to love someone, love a neighbor that's wronged you. It's hard sometimes. But really, the way we solve this is, there's a few ways. And we'll first break down this Bible verse to start seeing that. So the first thing we can break down with this Bible verse is kind of taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. Chapter 4, here in Peter, it has two sections. It's a relatively short chapter. And the two sections, the first one is about living for God. And the second section talks about the hardships of being a Christian. So this particular verse is found in the section about hardships of being a Christian. The question we ask ourselves, is it even possible to love everyone? How can I love everyone? How can I consistently show love? It seems like such a hard and unattainable goal. And that's almost the point. It's hard. It's going to be extremely hard, especially to love those who have wronged you. It's not something that comes easy. It's something that takes courage. It's something that, it takes a lot of looking within yourself and realizing that if I want to follow one of the greatest tenets of Christianity, and if I want to follow the calling that God has for me, which is to live my day-to-day life and be more like Christ, I have to learn how to love everyone. We have to learn how to cultivate and apply love and give it to everyone, no matter the circumstance. And this brings us closer to God. And this is because, as I've been almost alluding to in this entire video, as I said, love is the connection between our souls and God. This is only because God, in all His essence, is love. And I think something funny about this is if we go to 1 John chapter 4, verse 8, which is the reflection of Peter, essentially. Same numbers is what I mean. If we look at that verse, it reads, "Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love." Isn't that beautiful? It's the same exact chapter and verse, except in a different book. If that isn't God speaking, I don't know what is. That's not a coincidence in my eyes. That is God speaking to us. These two Bible verses are interconnected. So what are some actions that we can take in our day-to-day lives to show more love to people? That's the real question here that you might be asking now that you understand. And we can start small. As long as we're starting, we can start small. And to start small, do a loving act every single day. Whether it's walking to work and smiling at someone you usually wouldn't smile to, or saying good morning, or maybe you're at lunch asking how their day's been, how much work they've had. The key here is to do it out of genuine curiosity. Do it not because you are expecting them to ask you how your day is. This isn't about a transactional interaction. This is about you pouring yourself and giving yourself to others. And in showing that you genuinely care about this other soul. You do that through love. That's how we all connect. And another thing we can do here, as I'm thinking about examples, is be intentional about it. You know? And that kind of ties in with the whole don't make it transactional. Be intentional about reaching out to others, seeing how they've been. If you notice that they need help with something, maybe a project at work, or maybe they need help organizing something, a wedding, a party for their kid, whatever it may be. Whenever you notice the opportunity to help someone, you should always take it. Always take it. It might be harder for you, and it might be something that you didn't have in your plans for that day or that specific moment, but you'll be able to show love. You'll be able to give that love to someone else. And by doing this, we become closer to not only ourselves, but we become closer to Christ. We become closer to God because we're doing what He did. We're doing what Christ did. He paid the ultimate price for love because of love. And finally, the last and most important thing that we can do when it comes to showing love is to forgive. One of the hardest things we could ever do. As if loving everyone wasn't already extremely hard. Is to forgive people. They may have wronged us, but as we're taught in other verses, which I will surely discuss in the future, we need to learn to forgive people. And to keep moving forward. And to use those experiences to not hurt other people ourselves. It's one of the bravest things we can do is to forgive people and to keep moving forward in a positive light and not letting it dictate how we behave or act towards others. Just because we were hurt doesn't mean we need to hurt other people. My name is Seb Valentin. I loved having you here with me today for this little Bible reflection. I'll be praying for you. And I ask that you pray for me. And if you enjoy this type of content, I ask that you subscribe to the channel and join me for the journey and share it amongst your peers. Thank you so much. Have a great day.